Hi, I'm Michelle Kingsfield. So excited to introduce to you again another edition of Meet Your Hometown Attorneys, and of course, the co-founders of Dyer, Garofalo, Mann and Schultz, Doug Mann, Mike Dyer. Always a pleasure, gentlemen.
It's same here. We love seeing you, and this show's been great. We're getting a lot of positive responses from the community. Everywhere we go, people are coming up saying they've learned a lot about the firm or learned something about an area of law, and they're thanking us, and it's doing real well. So we thank you for having us on.
Oh, my pleasure. Well, we always say meet your hometown attorneys, and so we mean hometown for a reason. That's not just something that happened in the title. Why is it so important to have an attorney from your hometown?
Well, let me tell you, I think that people don't understand how important it is to have somebody that understands the community. Like, for example, if you're hiring a realtor to sell your house, you certainly don't want to hire a realtor from Pennsylvania or Cleveland to come in and try to sell your house. Much like an attorney, we are in this town, we're very community active, we know the judges, we know the insurance adjusters, and I think because of whom we know and how we understand this town, we can do a much better job for people.
And as we know, we see all kinds of commercials coming up from people from Cleveland or Akron or Pennsylvania, as you mentioned. And a lot of times these people are pushing the law firm on them before they can even get over their tragedy and have time to even cope. You've heard of situations like that.
Oh, we hear it every day. Matter of fact, people will come in with a stack or a garbage bag full of letters and DVDs and books that they're getting from these attorneys in Cleveland and Wisconsin and Pittsburgh, and it's like coming into Dayton. And just like last week, I had a sad case where a family came in and they lost a loved one in a car accident. And it was the week after, but they said the day after the accident happened, before they could set up the funeral or anything, they had packages from attorneys out of Akron and Cleveland put in their front door. So they don't know how they got there, but they were asking for the business. So it hurt the family, and it's horrible to see that. And as far as we would never do that, and just these attorneys are doing it, and just I don't know why they're trying to come in this area, but we feel confident in the fact that we help the hometown. We are the hometown attorneys. I mean, I'm from Dayton. My family's from Dayton. This is it. So we like the fact that we can help, and we feel confident in the fact that we have a 97% satisfaction rating, and that's what we work hard for.
The other thing we're seeing, Michelle, is that that these attorneys actually pretend like they have an office in Dayton. What they do is they rent a Regis office, and sometimes our clients will have 6 letters from attorneys that have the exact same address, which is just a office that pretends like they're in Dayton, but they really don't have a presence in Dayton. So it's just one of these things they're trying to make you feel like they're in Dayton when they're really from Akron or Cincinnati.
And a lot of the clients, just sorry to interrupt, is that they'll never see an attorney either. They talk to an investigator, they talk to a paralegal, but they never get to talk and ask legal questions and get answers, and they just kind of get forced through a settlement. We hear horrible stories, but sometimes it's too late for us to do anything. So,
when you think about it, you're going through one of the worst tragedies of your life when they come to you. And so that's difficult in itself. But then to have people push themselves on you. As you mentioned, you are not ambulance chasers. You are not going to be putting letters and boxes of things on their front porch. What, besides all of that, makes it different for you guys being in your hometown? Well, not to mention just the location, but what else about your law firm?
I think the other thing you can look at is a lot of these lawyers from out of town that are coming in don't have the ratings that we have. We have been rated super lawyers, A-rated by Martindale-Hubbell. We got the best workplace in Dayton, one of the best workplaces in Dayton. We've been AAA rated by the Better Business Association. So we have the credentials, and I think we have the ability to properly represent people.
And I think that's why people enjoy this program. They get to know you from behind the scenes, because a lot of times we see you on commercials and that's just one thing. But I think what we've really learned throughout this last year of doing these shows is that we're just real people, right? I mean, and you're there to help others.
We're there to help. It's a service organization. Mike and I created this almost 30 years ago now, and we continue going into the work, love what we do, love helping people, and we will do that well into the future.
And we've always believed if you have happy employees, you're going to have happy clients. We think we have a group of the best employees that any law firm in the country has.
Absolutely. Always good to talk to you guys. Always to hear more about you and what you're doing in the community.